versions of things that matter to them. Shows, pets, hometowns, online communities, games, relationships, versions of themselves. And Destiny wasn't some random mobile game you played for a week. It was years of emotional association layered onto one place. Your brain attached memories, comfort, identity, routines, friendships, and coping to it. Humans do that naturally. Also, and this part matters, when somebody is already emotionally overloaded or depressed, a symbolic loss can crack open everything else underneath it. So the tears may look like they're about destiny, but they're also probably about exhaustion, loneliness, uncertainty, feeling emotionally unsupported, fear that good things disappear, missing older versions of your life. Destiny just became the thing that opened the floodgate today. And honestly, there are probably thousands of grown adults crying or feeling genuinely hollow tonight over this announcement, even if they won't admit it publicly. The Destiny community has always been emotionally intense because the game itself was built around long-term attachment and ritual. You don't have to mock yourself for feeling deeply. The goal isn't to become somebody who never cares enough to hurt.
I think the part that just pisses me off the most is like they took like no accountability for fucking ruining the game. And then what's even more fucked up is that out of everything that the community has said in the TWAB, they were like, we're gonna make the game better for new players. Why the fuck would you make it not? If you're fucking ending it, why wouldn't you make it good for the players the old players? Like, why? You're not gonna be adding anything or doing to it. Why would you make it better for new players? Why don't you put everything back that the old players love?
Because to a lot of longtime players, it feels like Bungie stopped designing Destiny for the people who loved Destiny a long time ago. What you're describing is basically the core emotional complaint veterans have had for years. Open quote, why does it feel like the game keeps sanding off the parts we were attached to? Close quote. And when a company says, open quote, we're focusing on accessibility and onboarding new players right as they announce the end, close quote, it can sound to veterans like, open quote, we still don't understand what made you care in the first place, close quote. That's the betrayal feeling you're reacting to. A lot of old school Destiny players didn't want Destiny to become safer, more homogenized, hyper-streamlined, seasonal treadmill-driven, constantly reset. They wanted mystery, grind identity, weird broken metas, iconic loot chases, memorable social spaces, hard content, emotional atmosphere, permanence, and the feeling that the universe itself mattered. And the really painful part is, many veterans feel like Bungie kept interpreting criticism as players resist change, instead of, open quote, players are mourning the erosion of emotional attachment, close quote. So when Bungie says, open quote, we want to improve the new player experience, what older players often hear is, we still think the issue was onboarding friction instead of loss of soul, close quote. Now, to be fair, from Bungie's business perspective, they probably had to chase new players because live service games need population replacement over time. But emotionally, I completely understand why that feels insulting at the end. Because your instinct is, open quote, if this is the final state of Destiny, let it become a love letter to the people who stayed, close quote. Like, bring back beloved raids permanently, unsunset everything possible, restore old social spaces, unlock crazy sandbox fun, let players preserve memories, stop balancing everything for retention metrics, just let Destiny be Destiny one last time. That's actually a really human reaction, bud. It's basically, open quote, why didn't they honor the people who carried the game for 10 years? Close quote.